Emotionally, mentally, physically, are you drained? Are you thinking a lot? Did you have time for yourself? Did you not have time for yourself? Anything that relates to your today's stress, please mention it for yourself. Fantastic. And today, because our internet is acting up today, we will not really go a lot into the theory, but we will directly jump into the practical exercises of how we can use our voice to de-stress ourselves. And then we will probably take question and answers and discuss it further. How many of you know how to hum? Can you please raise your hand so that I can just see you? How many of you all know how to hum? Yes, we all know. The fact that we all have voice, we all know how to hum, right? There's no one who can not hum. There is no one in this world who can actually not hum. Even a person who is unable to speak can actually hum. And that's the truth. That's the fact. And there are many benefits of humming. We'll discuss the benefits later, but we will first experience the benefits of humming. Point number one to notice, please sit comfortably either on your chair, or if you're willing to lie down, because it is quite late here in India, people can choose to lie down. Two, make sure you're well hydrated. So sip water. If you have water around, please sip water. Take 2 to 3 sips of water. Three, if you're sitting on a chair, make sure your spine is comfortably erect. You are sitting with your eyes closed. Keep your pen and paper aside. We are not writing anything right now. We are experiencing the healing power of our own voice. Please sip water. It's very important to remain hydrated before we start humming. Close your eyes. Sit or lay down in a comfortable position. And center yourself. Find the center within your own body. At this point, in this very here and now, your center could be your shoulder, could be your stomach, could be your knee, could be your thighs, or could be your heart. Find that center where you can connect with. Connect to a body part that resonates the most with you in this very here and now, in this very moment. And take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in through your nostrils and breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nostrils and breathe out through your mouth. Please ground yourselves, center yourselves, and continue breathing. The lowest possible pitch, start humming. In the lowest possible pitch. I repeat, in the lowest possible pitch, please start to hum. Continue humming. Continue humming. One last time. Be there. Keep your eyes closed. Be there. Keep your eyes closed. And observe the vibrations flowing in your mouth, in your nasal cavity, in your shoulders, right up to your chest. Experience, witness, and observe the change in the texture of the silence inside you. And now, very slowly and very gently, place both your hands on your heart center. Well, together we will all start chanting a syllable which is year, Y-A, year. I will chant it once and you can all join in and repeat along. Yeah. In the same pitch like you hum, continue chanting here. One last time. Be there. Observe your breath. Feel the vibrations within. One hand on the heart center and second hand on the navel. The third sound that we will be chanting is eh. Please listen to the pronunciation and then we can all chant it together once again.
One last time. Put your hands down. Continue observing your breath. Feel the reverberations in your heart, in your throat, in your navel, and flowing into every cell, every tissue, every muscle. Witness the sound, the vibration is tangible. Are you able to feel it on your body? Become aware of each and every sound around you. Become aware of each and every sound which is flowing inside of you. Right from the sound of your thoughts to the sounds of your emotions emerging, the sound of your breath, the sound of your heartbeat, each and every sound within. Become aware of each and every sound flowing inside and outside you. Being aware, being in the same state, whenever you are ready, please come back to the normal consciousness. Refresh, refresh, refresh. Very slowly, very gently.
Take your own time to come back, to open your eyes.
Full guys. So how are you?
Please post it there in your chat boxes. How do you feel? It was a simple 15 minutes of using your voice, 2 syllables and humming. It was only and only to empty your mind, to center yourself, to bring and embrace the silence that we all have been missing. Check for yourself, where are your stress levels? Ask yourself, were you thinking when you were chanting or when you were humming? Did you have any flow of thoughts if you were sincerely chanting and humming? Or were you right here in this moment, in this very here and now? Ask yourself. You may choose to put it there on the chat for everyone to read, for them to encourage, to practice the simple humming and the chanting of 2 syllables when they disconnect from the virtual world and when they are in their own world. But yes, relaxed, slept. I read so many comments there. Refreshed, connected, reunified, silence, amazing, completely relaxed, amazing, fantastic. So many comments there. You are welcome, Nikita. You're most welcome. The simple humming can do so much more.
Priyanka, what was the significance of the year? Why a year? Like,
Yes.
because it doesn't come under the Saregama, so that year was something different. Yeah,
Yes, we will
which year?
discuss that now. Yes, we will discuss that now. So we've, at least according to the Indian culture, we've seen how powerfully our voice has been used to chant mantras, to chant shlokas, and we have different mantras and different shlokas for so many different things, right? When we are praying, when we are bowing down, when we go to the temple, or when we want to meditate, we have different mantras and we use our voice. Well, that's a different story altogether. But if you try to understand the Sanskrit language itself, which is one of the most ancient languages known to mankind, the alphabets of Sanskrit letter resonate with the frequency of our organs, physical organs. So the ear sound that we chanted resonates with our heart center. It is the sound that not only brings us closer to our heart space, it is the sound that not only connects us to the sound within, but it is also the sound that expands our consciousness. It is the sound that works upon the air energies. It works on the plasma energies. It also expands. It actually enhances the breathing capacity of a person. It lessens the anxiety. It works fantastically on someone who is trying to control and manage his anger. So the 3 things that we did together, humming, the ear sound and the air together. This has been my experience because I have been extensively working with these Sanskrit alphabets. A lot of my friends here, Aarti has been working with the same sounds with pets. Anu has been working with these sounds. Binaifer has also been working with these sounds. Quite a few of us use sounds of Shiva in our sounds practice. And especially these three things, humming, and ear. I have seen fantastic results with my clients when I give them to chant these, especially when it comes to humming. If you're standing under a shower and you hum at the lowest pitch, you will see fantastic changes in your stress levels, not only mentally and emotionally, but you'll also see how energetic you feel physically after you finish chanting. Your sleep improves drastically. I've seen changes in insomnia. My mother, who had insomnia, humming, and ear. These three things were more than enough for me to work on her insomnia. So I thought, well, why not give these three things for people to at least start their journey where they can use their own voice to not to heal themselves, because I somewhere believe healing is really subjective, because what you want to heal and what I want to see healing when you come to me is so different, is always so different. But when it comes to using sound, you experience change, you witness changes happening. So you're not really trying to change yourself using the sounds, but you're trying to accept the reality. Throughout, if we actually heard Benaifer carefully suggesting her Kauri readings to each one of us, every time she said, listen to yourself, calm yourself down, do not question yourself so much, don't think about the future so much. Constantly she kept saying, her every sentence she spoke to different people suggested the same thing, that connect to yourself within, with sounds, with the voice that we use, with singing bowls, with voice, any kind of sound that you are trying to use for yourself, know that you're emptying your mind. You are going closer and closer to that space which is filled with silence, becoming more and more yourself. So here was one of the syllables of the Sanskrit alphabet which resonates with the heart center. And second alphabet that we chanted was actually A, but A is slightly changed and chanted and pronounced as A. Now, A is the sound which is actually the sound of the consciousness itself. It is one of the most powerful sounds. If you can chant A continuously, dedicatedly, to 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 become closer to yourself, to be yourself, to release everything that is not you, trust me, this one sound is more than enough for you to have victory over everything that is not allowing you to be yourself. So is one that sound that I suggest each and every individual that comes in contact with me with respect to sounds to chant for. That is one sound that can change you completely if you're looking for change. Trust me, if you ask me, I would not really even ask you to change yourself. The first thing that I'll ask you to do is accept who you are in this very here and now, in this very moment. The minute you face yourself, the minute you acknowledge who you are, is the minute you will be able to accept yourself completely, and that acceptance will automatically lead to change in perception. So is the sound that helps you change your perception from who you are not to who you are truly. One sound that helps you manage your anger, one sound that helps you release unnecessary thoughts, one single sound that helps you stop overthinking, one simple sound that helps you balance your chakras, one single sound that lowers blood pressure, along with the combination of ear, yes, ear and humming together, one sound that does a lot of magic and miracles in our life. Well, easily said, not really easy to practice it, because once you start practicing, the layers, not only on the physical and the mental level, but also on the emotional level, start moving out. And that's when you realize slowly and gradually that everything that is hidden inside at the subconscious mind, the more and more we silence the chatter of the mind, the more and more we go inside, and the more and more we realize who we are from within.
Priyanka, does one need to visualize something while they're chanting it, like especially for the ones who are into anger management? If they use this humming and sound to lower
Haha,
their anger or to control their
huh.
anger, so do they need to visualize something like we generally have, that you're passing through mountains or streams or something, which helps them to calm their system?
Right, right.
It
This
does
is a
help.
fantastic question. Well, I would like to answer it to you in a little different way, actually. But that's a fantastic question, actually.
Mhm.
So, sound plus visualization is equal to healing. This is really interesting. Now, here you don't really creatively visualize anything, but you allow the visuals to happen. With sound as a concept, with sound as a philosophy, there is no doing. You're not really trying to do. Even when you're chanting, or say, for example, if you're visualizing, you're not doing. But all of these phenomenon are automatically happening, and you are accepting yourself as a part of everything that is happening. And the minute you accept yourself as a part of that visualization process that you're talking about, or that sound that I was trying to chant, you accept every shift that is happening. So you're allowing things to happen to you.
Because especially when we deal, like me as a counselor, when we deal with people with anger managements, and I've got some very close ones around me, the moment you ask them, and they will just start to repeat what I asked them, what makes them angry,
Yeah.
that, so that should be taken away from their visualization. They think
Yes.
about something good that calms your nerves, which lowers
Correct.
your blood pressure or the anxiety.
So
So
once you
it will
start
help,
with
right?
humming, it will 100% help. So once you start with humming, and then you start with the sound here, and the third sound, if you chant, start with eh,
And
by the third sound, you will actually see that the person is actually not operating from his mind, but is operating from its heart space. So he is not only operating from his mind, but is also operating through the body's consciousness. Not many today operate from their body's consciousness. And because we are so habituated to operate from our mind, we are constantly thinking. And because we are thinking, we are constantly living in our future. And that is not really letting us live our life in this present moment, creating more anxiety. Because that is how our wants and our greed and our desires are increasing. Well, I'm not saying that one should not dream, one should not desire, one should not have his list of wants and wishes. I'm absolutely not saying that. But there should be something called as one point focus, which especially uh, the young generation does lack. Not only the young generation, but all those who are unable to operate from their body. Well, if your body can actually tell you that today uh, I can only eat a small bowl of rice and I cannot eat more. If your body knows I can only drink one glass of water, or I can only drink one bowl of soup, can your body also not speak to you about the emotions that it is going through? Will it not speak about the feelings? The scientific research says, the research in the sound therapy that I have been studying says that the audible range is 20,000 to 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. That is our hearing capacity of a human body, while our body's capacity is 1 hertz to 3,000 hertz. Don't we feel a vibe? We do. But how many of us trust that vibe and act accordingly? We react. But do we respond or do we act? Our body speaks, but how many of us have silenced our mind and have been listening to our body? Like, I will give you a very, very simple example. Just today in the evening, I took my daughter on a drive, and I could hear some noise behind from the boot. And she says, "No, Mama, it's not the boot, but it is the right tire." Well, yes, children are so closely connected to their bodies. Their even hearing capacity is stronger than we adults. Why? Because I
Because
knew that
their
I had
distractions are not much. They don't have so many things to get
absolutely.
distracted. Like behind our mind,
Why
while
are
we're
we?
driving, I know I have to go and cook, I have to do this thing. We have so many things. A
Exactly.
child only knows I'm going for a drive with mama. That's it. And I'm going to have the ice
Absolutely.
cream. That's it. We are
Absolutely.
distracted by so many things at a time. Even right now, I know iske baad mujhe kya karna hai. I have to take the laptop and I have to send
Exactly.
mails. So we
See,
are distracted. It's all,
and
While the
distractions,
humming and the am was going on, also, yes, the distractions were there because I know is session ke baad mujhe kya karna hai.
that's
We
absolutely
take
because
so
you were
many things
chanting it for
into
the
account.
first time. Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely. And all these distractions causes distortions in our life.
Really appreciate
Please log off.
and
Please log off.
Yes,
Bye. Bye.
we
Bye,
can
Anu.
all leave. Bye. Thank you so
Sign off.
much,
Sign off.
Anu,
Sign off.
and
Sign off.
take care.
thank you
Bye bye.
everybody. Bye.